Welcome to ISE 2022 in beautiful Barcelona, Spain. This is Rich Fregosa for AVNation.tv. I'm sitting here with Mark Ewing. Mark, you are the product manager for Google Meet and Room from Google, obviously. So, welcome to Barcelona.
Yeah, thank you very much. First time here.
Really?
Yep.
You couldn't have picked a better time then.
I know, it's gorgeous.
Yeah. So before we go in, because obviously there's a lot of things to talk about, one of the things that I've been taking a moment for is, there was this slight little virus that some people have heard about that kind of
I heard about that.
Yeah, kind of caused a little pause, a little wrinkle in things that has caused us not to be able to see each other for a while. Now, obviously your product bridged a lot of that gap, but we're discovering that for attendees, there's always the thought of there'll be a next show, I can make it, I'll find someplace else, and not necessarily thinking about how that they have the in-person experience that can be put off. But for exhibitors, for manufacturers, it's a completely different process in terms of how you approach a show. And I was talking with somebody the other day that right before the show opened, and you get that calm, you have that moment of, okay, here we go, or okay, here we go, and feeling the trade show. Now, you'd mentioned you're a bit new to the program itself. Yep. Coming back to a trade show, what were your impressions of opening it up, and obviously opening up internationally, being here at ISE, and from your standpoint as an exhibitor, what was your impression of the trade show floor?
There's some things that have felt old hat. I mean, from like getting on an international flight, packing for it, everything like that, to actually getting here. But everything felt like new and refreshed, like a new energy to it. It's exciting because in a lot of ways you don't realize how much you missed it. The human touch, like actually being able to talk to people, meet partners, meet customers in person, and be here with coworkers.
Somebody coined a term that it really stuck with me. He said, there's an amount of sincerity in the show when meeting with people, even though it's a business transaction that we're all going through, but seeing old friends and seeing new partners and that relationship and a kind of a genuine feeling of happiness of being here and starting up, and even whether it's the new normal or not, it felt normal.
Yep, agreed.
Great. Well, we got product to talk about, so let's. Otherwise, we could sit here and maybe take a siesta out in the sun, right?
That sounds good too.
Maybe post-interview, right? But tell me a little bit about your role, and then obviously let's talk about the product itself and what you're showing off here in Barcelona.
Sure. So I'm the PM lead for Google Meet Rooms and Hardware. I'm actually relatively new to the role, and part of the reason why I took it is because of this moment in time. Right? Everybody's been working remotely for 2 years, not seeing people. We discussed the energy, right? The sincerity of seeing people. People are coming back to the office at Google. They're coming back to the office and trade shows and things like that. But there's still a new normal. It's hybrid, and there is a consistent thread of meeting rooms being utilized, but also the continuation of people dialing in remotely, working hybrid weeks, and that puts the room and hardware back in kind of the focal point of video conferencing, which is a really, really exciting time to be here. There's tons and tons of innovation happening, and we're really excited to be here, showcasing the lineup of hardware that we have from all of our partners: Lenovo, Series 1, Logitech, ASUS, and our certified peripheral partners. A few key products that we're really excited about, starting with the Series 1 line, is our Series 1 room kits, which we launched in 2021. Didn't get utilized as much when there wasn't anybody in rooms, but now we're really excited. It's starting to happen again, and they are really great with a sleek industrial design, true voice technology for a best-in-class audio solution, and PoE connections for easy installation. But we're also bringing out and doing live demos for two other new additions to the family: our Desk 27, which is a 27-inch form factor, and our Board 65. They're both all-in-ones, same sleek industrial design, same high-quality true voice audio experience, but they're all touch-enabled. So they're collaboration forward. And especially Desk 27 is a really, really interesting product to launch at this time when our customers are thinking about how do we redesign the office, more flex space, more small rooms. Do we need to outfit our home offices for some of our employees? And this is a type of product that can easily fit multiple of these new areas and provide a versatility. And really, that's where we're thinking about.
What you're saying is not a small thing, and you know, we've been hearing the word kind of like convergence, hybrid. You know, the hybrid workspace has been obviously a term that we're hearing, but we now know that how work is going to occur moving forward. That there was a period of time where everybody was remote, so you either had 100% in office or 100% out of office, and now this new period of it can be either, and it will be shifting. How do you see this going forward? And obviously it prompted this product, but what are your impressions of hybrid is going to be there? And obviously you're all in with it. You know, what is the philosophy around that?
Sure. So, you know, obviously Google Meet is part of the entire Google Workspace suite, and that is a huge lever for us to really, really bring out collaboration and productivity with deep integrations across Google Meet and the suite of products, Calendar, Docs, spreadsheets, presentations, and all of these. So that's a really exciting thing for us to kind of bring to customers for the full experience. You know, something else that I'm thinking about is the room is a product, the room is a platform, right? There's tons of innovation happening here from all of our partners. And, you know, one thing that I notice is hybrid is a trend, but that's still not very descript. Right. We just know that it's a new change, and right now it's characterized by a lot of uncertainty, potentially a lot of churn. And so we need to think about what we're doing as the ability to harness technology, some of it that we design on our own, but also a lot from our partners, and really work together on this. So I'm very excited about that. And you know, ways that we're thinking about hybrid equity in the room is, you know, representation. How are people in the room represented on the call, right?
I love that term. I heard it, you know, when I was out at the booth, and I truly am, because it really does matter in terms of the effectiveness of a meeting, in that the user equity.
Absolutely, and when everybody was remote, you know, you get to position your camera, you're sitting there in front of your device, you can touch yourself up before you dial in. You come into the room, it feels old school again. And we really want to we're making some deep investments, you know, both in the software and also in the hardware, and with our partners to really enhance the way people appear in the room, being able to identify people in the room and bring that equity to the call.
Well, it sounds like the ecosystem that you've brought together, and obviously you've got the hardware and the software suite together, and the tools. It's pretty amazing. Obviously, given your druthers, you'd love to have people on the show floor come into the booth, take a look at everything you've got going and the partners. But let's just say we've got people who can't make it to Barcelona, unfortunately. And it's their loss, given, you know, again, how beautiful it is here. How can they find out more?
Meetingdevices.withgoogle.com is where we're showcasing our hardware.
Fantastic. Well, Mark, thanks for the time. I really appreciate it. If you want to find out more about the Google Meet and Room product, you can obviously go to the website. If you want to find out more about our other exhibitors here on the show floor at ISE 2022, you can go to the AVNation webpage, follow all our social media channels, and pretty much other than that, my time here with Mark is up. So
thanks so much.
This is Rich Fregosa for AVNation.tv.